I'm Toby One Canadian. I'm here with international, yes, superstar, pro snowboarder, Fridge. How you going, Fridge?
Good, yeah, stoked to be here.
Sweet. How you enjoying Perisher this trip?
Oh, it was so nice to get some proper snow.
Yep.
Yeah, getting some turns in, checking out the peaks and hitting the park. It was good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shame we didn't have all the booters set up for you, but...
Wow. I mean, you've really squeezed out what's possible with the snow that's here right now.
Yeah, that's Mother Nature though, isn't it? Like, can't really change it, so...
But you're really pumping what's what's possible.
We got the man-made pumping flat out up here the past couple of weeks, every day, every night.
Yeah, I think I heard something about like almost a record yesterday about snow cannons going.
I've heard something like that. I think Threadbow might have done like the longest they've ever done or something continual.
Oh, really?
Apparently. Rumours, I don't know, I haven't looked on their website yet though. But let's get into it. First things first, the tube session.
Yeah.
What about that? How'd that go down? Like, is that planned? Is that just a spur of the moment thing, or what?
Yeah, really a spur of the moment thing. Mons hit me up and just asked if I wanted to go to Jairo.
Yep.
And told me there was like some late season park happening. It was really like underground.
Yep.
Just a bunch of skiers that put up. Andreas Hotveit, really good Norwegian skier.
Yeah.
Was just scraping together the rest of the snow and putting up a bunch of rails and shit. And then I got to go with the Mons, and it was a great session.
Wow, it looked insane to watch. Like, I'm pretty sure the internet stopped that day that you dropped it. I think I saw smoke coming out of a laptop at some point somewhere. It was pretty wild.
For sure, it felt really good. I missed out on so much of the season riding, so like I came back like just for the closing weekend and felt like yeah, I'm back, and then it's just like, oh, summer's coming.
So good, good timing, good timing. So like, with that, obviously, like not much planning going into the tricks, or you had those in your head for a while, or?
Not really. It was it just happened naturally coming up there. It was set up for those kind of tricks. And I scanned my brain, and the first trick I did was like a switch rodeo 5 to 50-50 back one. Dude. And I remember watching Alec Ostrang in a forum vacation, I think it was. He did like a cab 5 onto a rail off the toes. So that kind of popped in my head. I knew it was possible. He didn't like flip it or anything. So. I know that trick, I got it pretty well, so it just came together, and that gave me the confidence to just, wanting more for the next couple of days.
Well, he's definitely kept everyone entertained. It was pretty wild to watch, man, I'll tell you that. It was a mind melter for me, that's for sure.
It was really sick. Yeah. And the double backflip to 50 was like, we pulled up the second day, and they had just put that rail in. It wasn't there the day before. Yep. So kind of just looking up and saw like, oh, someone's gonna be doing a double 2 rail today.
And it was you.
Yeah, I was the first one. Wow. And then a bunch of other people's got in there. Yeah. And Mons with the back 10 to 50, which is
that's another mind melter there.
Yeah.
Wow.
First try, the second day. He did a couple of tries the day before, and then just didn't get it. Came in, put it down.
And you tight with him? Is he like easy boy? Yeah.
Yeah, me and Mom's been snowboarding since like I was 13 probably. Met in my local hill for the first time, and we've been just best friends ever since.
Sick. That's so cool. Wow. 2 talents like that, tight like that too. That's it's got to be a different level. Yeah,
he's a really good friend, and I love Mons. He's an inspiration to be with. His work ethic is so good, and he really sees, I don't know, keeps good care of the people around him as well. Yeah. So really nice to just come with him up to Jairo and hang out at his place.
Seems like a really polite guy. I've met him a bunch of times, just rolling through here, just saying day, you know, like nothing, no sort of bad vibes or anything. So
no, he's the nicest.
Nice guy.
Yeah, for sure.
On Yes now, the Lobster merger. What's you want to talk about that?
Sure, let's get into it. Yeah, I'm fucking hyped on this. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect really, but I mean it's a fucking powerhouse of icons coming together, you know. So I feel like it can be a really good push for sure. You know, for the culture of snowboarding, having all these guys with all that knowledge. Yeah, I feel I don't even know how to wrap my head around like having these guys in my back. You know, so much knowledge to tap into and to be with all of them and call them teammates.
Yep.
Is fucked.
So have you met DCP and all the big dogs in Remainder Marking, those guys, JP? Yeah?
Yeah, I met DCP and JP and Romain in Japan last winter.
Oh, yeah?
For the first time, and got to hang out with them at JF's 50th birthday.
Wow. Would have been pretty wild,
That
huh?
was pretty wild for sure, And Roman took me out partying in Roppongi, which was good.
Wow.
Yeah, fell in love with the stripper, and it was all time.
There you go. There's a Damaki story like that. They always seem to end in something wild like that, eh? Everyone I've ever heard is something crazy like that.
Yeah, he goes hard for sure. He almost missed his flight out of there to Bali. It was like last second. Yeah, it got pretty wild, but it was super sick to get that experience. I mean, I'm like tripping balls, like this scary big ass gorilla, human, you know. But he's so kind, so nice, and he really took care of me. So that was really
that's
cool.
good. Yeah. I saw him with his daughters in Whistler once, and he looked like a good dad too. Like he didn't look like, you know, angry snowboarder type at all. Like he was portrayed in the media at that time too. So like it was interesting to see, you know, that like picking up his little girls, you know, like a dad in that sense, and he's got his sleeves and shit, you know. It was
yeah, for sure. Cool, he's an icon. His style is just so powerful to watch. All his movies and tricks and everything is like, I feel like his writing is just really his own. He's figuring out how to do it himself, you know. And that mind is crazy. I don't know how it would be to jump into his head, but it would be a powerful experience.
Big shoes to fill, I reckon. Big shoes to fill.
I don't think you ever should try to fill those shoes.
No way. I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah. And DCP, good dude, obviously.
Yeah, such a good dude. After my latest injury as well, he just hit me up, and he's been super kind, and he knows what it's like to have a little back fracture. His slam in the backcountry was insane, so he hooked me up with some healing sounds, and I was really on it. But he's been sending me messages and making sure I'm doing good, and such a loving and caring person. It's really sick.
Good to have someone like that on your team then, or in your corner anyway.
I did not expect that at all. He's really, really kind, really great guy, for sure. And
he's a pretty spiritual guy too, eh? Like, how are you about that sort of stuff?
I definitely grew up with a bit of spirituality in my childhood. My mom used to be a professional hula dancer, so I've been to Hawaii and watched hula dancing, and that's always been aside. My dad's happiness spreader is what he calls himself. He's a motivational speaker, but it's a lot of like mental training. So my mindset into like this spirituality is just like it's a way of coping with life's hardship or whatever. It's like mental training, how to handle situations. So if you need to believe in something outside of yourself to make shit happen, it's a good thing, I think, for sure.
Oh, definitely.
As long as you can get pretty lost in it, you know. I don't like the type of people that like blame the moon for being in retrograde or whatever. Like if we go too hard, it's a bit too much.
The star sign people that get too full on to it. Like,
it can be a bit too much, but I mean, if you keep it, use it for a greater cause, or to be calm, or to handle life, I see no problem with being a bit spiritual. I feel like I'm a bit spiritual myself. Yeah, for sure.
I can relate to that for sure. Yeah.
Especially when you experience some crazy experiences. I don't know what else to do. Just say, it's supposed to happen. I don't know.
I saw something that a quote that he said about the jungle medicine over there in Costa Rica.
The jungle medicine?
Jungle medicine. You ever gone that route?
No, I haven't really been into the. I guess that's the ayahuasca or
something along those lines. Yeah, I think they do that.
It seems. It seems good for some people. I know that people who've had like mad depression or whatever can like rewire their brain, stuff like that. So it can be really good. Yeah. And like all the psychedelic experiences seem so insane. It's like a full-on mental workout, so I don't see like how you get the same type of addiction to it, you know, because you kind of like you have to process what's happened, you know, and not just keep rolling with it. But I don't know, everyone's different, everyone to their own. So,
That's it, yeah. I don't think that stuff is really like an overnight cure either, you know, you got to do the work after that as well, don't you? Like,
yeah, for sure.
It's a bit more mental process than just dump them and go sort of thing.
Yeah, take a little acid trip and then just think everything's going to be fine by then.
It's not going to be fine in the morning.
You still have to keep going, the Earth's still going to keep spinning.
That's right.
You still got to
sun's still coming up.
Yeah.
So I saw some footage of your home recently, your family home.
Yeah.
Looked pretty scenic.
For sure.
I was picturing elves there. Is that something that you...
I mean, there probably could be. My dad is living in his family home.
Yep.
And his girl is super into gardening, so they like grow their own tomatoes and cucumbers and salads and everything. Super pumped on gardening, and it looks insane. They have mapped out for the whole summer. Like every month, it's got a new color almost. It's insane. And I feel bad for the neighbors, you know, because it's like it looks so fucking perfect.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, how do we keep up with this? It's impossible. They put so many hours in, but they love that place. It's like a temple, and to come there, it's just like so soothing, so nice. It's like a really chill place to be.
Somewhere you look forward to getting after a big travel.
Yeah, for sure. It feels awesome every time I come home and see my dad and check out their house. It's beautiful. So yeah, I really like it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And where's that?
It's in the Hønefoss, translated to Chicken Falls or Hen Falls. It's like, it's a 1 hour outside of Oslo. Yeah. So a little town, about 30,000 people living there. Yeah.
And when you grew up with brothers, sisters, family?
Nah, I'm an only child. Yeah. Parents divorced, so I got a lot of love from my dad and mom, kind of competing, you know, who can do it best. So a little spoiled, I feel at times.
Yeah. I know how that works. I went through that myself. So
only child as well?
Not an only child, but divorced parents. Definitely tried to battle for that sort of thing. Won't go too far into my side though.
Yeah.
But, so only child then. I suppose you didn't have any big fights when you were young, like most brothers and sisters do then?
No, I kind of missed out on that brotherly, sisterly love. I wish I would have had some siblings to fight with, you know, like that's something I've had to work with myself, because I usually get the last piece of pie, or you know, like whenever I'm sitting at a table, I forget that there's other people you need to share with, and that kind of stuff. I feel like you get taught. You get humbled a bit more when you have siblings.
Yeah, definitely.
So I never got that proper humbling. I feel like, so definitely something.
I always wished I was an only child at some points. My sister she picked on me, so a lot of times I wished I was like you, and you probably wish you had a sister or brother too.
Yeah, I just never really understood it. Like, I had my best friend had a brother, and he would always just talk shit on his younger brother. And I remember one time I like talked shit on his brother. He's like, "What the fuck, dude? You don't do that.
You don't. It's not your role."
And I'm like, "What? But you do that all the time." I never understood that brotherly love connection, like how you can be so mean, but still you love them.
Still love them so
back
much.
Him up no matter what. You know? You'll beat the shit out of him, but still, it's your brother. You know?
So. I've got a bunch of mates that have got 3 brothers. The middle one's always like different to the old one, the younger one, but there's always a role for each of them too. I found that with like most brothers, if there's 3, it's usually like the angry one, the mellow one, and then the crazy one. But I won't go into that about those boys. Righto, skating's obviously a big part of your life, same with me.
Yeah.
Let us know about what's your setup, what do you ride?
I'm a pretty wide deck, kind of more transition type of rider, I feel like. Ride like a 9, either a 9 to somewhere between 9 and 10. It's basically just always been like on a board of some sort. So snowboard in the winter, and then summer came and I would skate all summer, and then that's how I felt like I don't know, I got better always. Like, you get the break and you change it up, and I feel like with skateboarding or snowboarding or surfing, or not really that good a surfer, but like I don't know, wakeboarding and stuff like that, it's the mental game. It's so much in your head. Every time you do a trick, you got to believe that you have it, you know, like if you're not like in tune. And I feel like that's something that's really similar with skateboarding and snowboarding. It's just like the confidence you need to be carrying yourself with when you're going. is what makes the trick happen.
Yeah.
You know. But skateboarding was a bit more, I feel, technical.
Yep.
And concrete felt harder than snow. So I would just get so beat up, like my hips and knees are still fucked from since I was 13, like eating shit.
Shins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shins.
yeah.
I came here with a solid shinner. I got that like 2 days before coming.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, no way getting around a solid shinner when you're skateboarding.
Yeah,
it's a part of the game.
100%. 100%.
But I feel like eating shit is also something we kind of like, you know?
Yeah.
Or you have to embrace it in a way. It's like hurting yourself.
Yeah.
And knowing it's gonna disappear at some point is kind of...
Well, it's not like soccer really, is it? You know, you see soccer guys get a little tap, they're rolling around on the ground.
Yeah.
Skateboarding, you're jumping up after jumping down a 10 stair and not making it, you know. Like, it's a bit of a different learning curve.
Yeah, I don't know. Soccer is just like, it's a part of the game, you know. Like it's
It's like a penalty, getting the penalty in there.
Yeah,
you know?
you try to make it, I don't know, try to get a solid slam, but I feel like it's so crucial when you get a solid slam in snowboarding. It's probably a bad one, you know, it's real.
And so you skate vert. How'd that come about? Was that like as a little kid you skating vert, just pumping tranny up and down, or what do you get into that older?
No, I got into vert skating quite young. I think I dropped into a vert ramp when I was like 11 or 12. I think 12 years old I got my first air over the coping.
Sick.
So and then it slowly transitioned more into snowboard focus.
Yeah.
And I lost a little contact with the vert skating, and then I really, like, every summer I was telling myself I gotta come back, I'm gonna do vert this summer. And knee injuries after knee injuries just stopped me from getting into it. But finally like my knees were getting good, and then we got like a mid-vert really close to where I live in Oslo, like outdoor, and it's so sick. Yeah. So I finally
got to get back into it.
Yeah, I got back into it, got some pads, and learned how to knee slide. And now I just really want to make sure I got the backside air and the hand plant.
Ooh, big
I
call.
learned those tricks.
I saw you got a hand plant.
Yeah, it's been there.
Yep.
So I feel like that's something you can maintain for a long time. Like, you see old dogs riding the vert ramp who can like backside air and hand plant and can't even ollie a curve. It's so much technique. Yeah. But once you learn it, it's not that hard on the body, and you can do it for a long time. Yeah. Plus, I feel like skating vert, it's got that high speed transition to it. It's something that's kind of I can transform it into snowboarding. You know, like you're going fast. Yeah. And with vert, it's like the less you do, the better. You just got to be like really confident and really waiting. And when you're hitting big jumps and booters in snowboarding as well, it's all about just waiting to the end, you know, and like letting the lip take you and follow the transition and
let it do the work as well.
Yeah. So transition skating is definitely something I feel like I've transformed over to my snowboarding as well, like knowing how to pump and keep speed, and it's really good. Yeah, good for boarding.
And you've had a bit of skating done here while you've been out here?
Yeah, we had I got 2 sessions, one in St. Kilda and Frankston.
Frankston, yeah. Funky town.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that place.
Yeah. But my board bag got lost on the way over here, so I didn't have my skateboard shoes, so I had to borrow some stuff. But it was really cool. Like the skate parks here are really sick, and some good transitions and bowls. Yeah, there's plenty
down there in Melbourne too.
Yeah,
there's heaps down there.
That was really cool.
Nice. All right, what else I got here? All right, a couple of questions. Partying. Mm-hmm. What's your favourite party location, like a winter and a summer one? Where are you going if you can, just for partying?
Favorite party location? It's really hard to tell. I feel like the main thing about a good party is who you're going partying with. You know, having the right crew with you, that turns anything into a good party. And I feel like I'm not really that good at the party locations because I'm always going for snowboard trips. So it's like, and with Haldor as a boss, he always kind of taught me like, get a couple of tricks and make yourself worth to go get like hammered.
Before you party,
Yeah, before you party. You don't party before you get the tricks. So it's kind of got a good work ethic to like make yourself deserve that full-on blast, you know. And then when you're getting hammered, it doesn't really matter where you're at.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like, but
DIY legs.
DIY. Oh my God, that's like an anxiety from hell almost. That's really good party. But the last 2 DIY exercises, I've been definitely not focusing on snowboarding.
You're the MVP of partying, eh?
Oh my God, yeah. It's really cool though with what Ethan is doing. He's like, he doesn't really care. You're there to have a good time.
Yeah.
That's like the main focus, you know. And if you want to shred, you shred. If you want to party, you party. It's all about just getting everyone together.
Yeah.
The whole snowboard community comes together, and that's really sick. So that's definitely a heavy party for sure. A nice little bender right there.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
It looks pretty wild.
yeah,
What I
it's
think.
the wildest experience. I definitely need to strap in and maybe put on a helmet before you go out there.
Well, it keeps us entertained, and that's one of the most watched, I think, events that goes on. Probably close to some of the bigger events that happen.
Yeah, it's really sick what he's been able to pull together for sure. It was crazy last year with the Castle Jam.
Yeah.
That place is
Look pretty loose there.
so loose.
Yeah, right. So while we're speaking about events, well, the X Games coming up, talking about a series.
Yeah.
You know anything about that? You've been contacted? What do you know?
I don't really know too much. I was supposed to go to X Games this year, and then I got injured 2 weeks before.
Yep.
I told them I had to pull out, and they said, see you next year. And that's all I know. Usually the invite has been coming in around Christmas.
Yep.
So we'll see what they're planning to do.
Yeah.
How I don't really understand the whole concept yet.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna take a little time to explain, probably. But from what I've understood, being there not this year, but the year before, with the new like kind of owners coming in, they're focusing a bit more on the entertainment.
Okay.
So I hope they can kind of get back the little Y2K vibes, and you know, it's. Get it more entertaining, a little more wild card.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like you know who's gonna win or who's gonna be the top podium, but like way back it was like you never really knew anyone could take it home.
Yeah.
And to keep that excitement, it's gonna be cool. And then people getting paid to show up is definitely good, you know.
It's gonna be good for your pocket, I reckon.
Yeah, I hope it's gonna be entertaining, and it's gonna be interesting to see what it's like with the teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's something I wanted to bring up too, like the cross teams or cross sport teams.
Yeah.
How you feel about
that?
Like, would that be you, BMXer, skater? You know, is that how they're going to format that? Have you heard anything? Because
I haven't heard anything, so I don't really know.
It seems like more of an energy drink team sponsor thing, that, like, to me.
Yeah, maybe it's kind of like the Do Tour did a while back with. But they're crossing teams. I don't know if it's energy drinks. Is it like Monster and Red Bull head to head? I don't know.
I'm just reading comments and trying to suss out. Thought you might have heard a bit more than me, but
I haven't really been investigating too much. I've been living under a rock for the past 6 months. It feels like, so I'm trying to get back into it. So if you know, you should probably tell me.
I'll let you know whatever I know. And that's not much at the moment about it, but I do know Scotty James, X Games part owner.
Yeah.
He's pretty much snowboard Jesus here, like the real snowboard Jesus, our Lord, our Saviour.
Yeah.
He invented, or I don't know if it ever came to fruition, but he was working with Oakley at some point a while ago, a long time ago, on a jacket that gave him more hang time.
Yeah.
You ever had any wild ideas about things like that, or
no,
any creative things like that?
My dad was really into it when I was younger, to try and come up with like the next level. Like he was talking about like having bindings that would, or like a board where you pull some ladder or something, get your feet together to get like a really good spin, you know, like a full-on helicopter. I feel like that could be something like you
like the Stony Baloney.
You get your feet together to like just go like a helicopter, maybe spin real fast.
Magnets for your bindings or something, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe with the step-on bindings, you can like kind of get your foot off and like flip your board and strap back in.
Jeremy Jones.
Go like full SSX kind of, where you like do the aerial and like the
varials on them.
Varial.
Yeah. I think Jeremy Jones varialed a wall ride back in the day. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, for sure. I saw him doing it. I've seen Alec Ostring as well, like do the 3 shove with the snowboard, like the loose binding and
let it
kicking
spin.
it around.
Yeah.
that's something.
And what about that the creative side of snowboarding? You got an inspiration where that comes from, or is that just something that you aim at to do? Or
yeah, for sure. I feel like that's always been something in my mind. It's always the direction of axis is something I feel like is something we're gonna explore more in the future.
Yeah.
There's so much focus, or there was so much focus on like the triple corks, one more flip, one more spin, but now you see people doing more like the nollie kind of Marcus Cleveland with the triple Todio, and Mons doing like the front side double 14 off the toes, like double rodeo.
Sort of roadies and chicane style.
Maxence did the backside double rodeo 14, and
yeah, nice.
I feel like the Todio and rodeo game is going to be coming in. Renne got like the gator roll kind of.
He's got a different axis going every time I see an edit of him, I reckon. There's something new.
For sure.
You homies with him?
Renne?
Yeah.
He's homies with everyone. He's the nicest kid. Yeah. So yeah, he's a really cool guy, for sure.
Yeah, sick. What else have we got here?
But
Dennis Rodman, you know him?
I know of Dennis Rodman for sure.
Rodman?
He's a legend. Yeah. I definitely think of him when I've been getting some buzz cut art on my head.
Yeah.
He was on that vibe.
Yeah, he was definitely wild with the hairstyles.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe I should marry myself as well. That would be a good thing.
There you go. Yeah.
Have my own wedding.
Yeah, he did some weird shit, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's definitely a different guy. He famously became buddies with Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Went over there, did some, what do you call them, like exhibition matches.
Yep.
Kim Jong-un, if he's paying you 50k US, come over, just ride a park that he's got set up. You going?
I don't know. It seems like a complicated political situation to get yourself in. You know? Gotta kind of close your eyes or whatever. I don't know if it's a good move. Even if you get 50k, it might be dragging some.
Might lose some other sponsors along the way.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, if we pump those numbers up,
it could be worth it, eh? Yeah.
If I can retire after a meeting with King Young, maybe I'll do it. We'll see.
I heard he got pretty loaded with it. I've never heard him say a figure, but I didn't really follow it up too much.
Yeah, but no, that whole country is seeming insane. I don't know what to say. I don't think it's too smart to be coming out with any statement about it.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't go there, you don't know. Why would you talk about it, really, in that sense?
I know that Dennis thought he was kind of easing the situation between the U.S. and...
Probably copped a lot more hate instead, though, when he come back, eh?
Yeah, it seems like he's a guy that's easy to misinterpret. I feel like everyone is probably coming in with a good heart in what they're doing, but it's a lot of hate comments for sure.
It's definitely, that's the internet for you now, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Righto, a couple of fun questions. Music, rap or metal, country? You got to listen to one style of music the rest of your life. What are you choosing there?
I just watched the Wu-Tang Clan saga on Disney. That was a really good one. But I feel like rock is definitely something that's the most listened to genre. I mean, R&B as well is something I like. But I feel like rock is so wide. I like hard rock. It's so much like feeling, emotion in it. Like anytime I'm pissed off or whatever, go to the gym or listen to some punk rock.
Yep.
And then you also got like, I don't know, the Beatles. That's like rock as well, a little softer. So I'll probably go with some rock.
I think country would probably get a bit long to be listening to for a long, long time.
I like country as well, though. It's a vibe for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's not all the time.
Nah, I don't think I could live with it for sure. You touched on that, the gym, just a second ago. Like you're doing, you're a big gym guy, yoga. What are you a couple of beers before you go for a rip, skate style, or what are we talking?
Yeah, I remember one beer was 30 minutes of stretching.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. But I'm not on that program anymore. I tried to get more into yoga, but I feel like yoga is like a lifestyle. It's a mentality or something. So just like chilling, breathing, call it yoga, a little stretching, just sitting there. I definitely like to get more into the yoga. I feel like that's something that's coming with age. You feel a little sore, a little like you got to work on that body. But I've had so many injuries over the years that gym just became like a natural part of how to maintain a snowboard career. Like 4 knee surgeries, and the only way back was heading to the gym. So yeah, I definitely tried to wake up and have a session at the gym every day, at least. And when I was with the Norwegian team, it was like 2 gym sessions every day from Monday to Friday, and then go skate after that as well. Go swimming or diving or whatever in the summer. In the winter, it's mainly just snowboarding. Not that much gym focus. And then summer is just trying to stay fit and get ready for another season.
Sweet.
Yeah, so definitely put in some hours at the gym. I tried to at least. Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, it's getting pretty cold out here. We might even just go through with a couple of these quick ones. Natural selection, big mountain riding. Anything like that crossing your mind?
Yeah, I mean, so much respect to those guys. It's insane to watch. I'm like, every time I see it, it looks way too easy. And I've been in the backcountry a couple of times. I got to go in the backcountry in Whistler and get that experience, and it's so humbling. So I mean, I'd love to, but it's a lot of work, and you gotta have respect for the mountain because it does not respect you, you know. So you gotta learn a lot. But I definitely love to get more wildlife experience and get more out there with nature. It's just so nice, and yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's gonna happen, but who knows? A lot can happen. It would be really cool for sure, but it's terrifying when you drop in and you don't know what's behind there. The amount of confidence that you're gonna like ride away and have those stomper legs attached is crazy. That's
a big step up in there.
That's some mind games right there.
I know they used to say that's where pro snowboarders go to retire, but it seems like more of a thing now where it's like where you go to become a beast. You know, like this, like those dudes are pretty serious. You know?
That's some beast mentality for sure. But I'd love to get more backcountry experience for sure. It's so much fun with the fresh snow and power turns and hitting jumps and natural kickers. It was really cool to cruise around here as well and just like see the terrain with like the rocks and everything. It was kind of like a park outside the park as well. A lot
of rolly terrain, cool little tranny hits and
we went up to Mount P as well. It was a solid lap. I heard they're getting another chairlift. It's going to be a
6-seater next year. You have to come back and check that out next year.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be the tallest chair in Australia, right?
Only, I think so, And they've got a little station up there too, by the looks of it. We can see it from here. Something going on up there. But next year maybe you'll come out and I'll get to show you around.
Yeah, for sure. So, that would be sick.
Power, maybe even.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully I can come when there's even more snow as well.
That
would be great. But it's pretty good right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll finish this up. I've got a couple of follow-up questions. What's in the backpack? Everyone wants to know. Biggest question that I got asked when I announced that we were doing this show.
Yeah, that question comes around every time.
Fair bit.
I'm not going to come with any answer to it. It's like a magic trick, you know, once you reveal it. The magic's gone.
Magic's over.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, let's leave it at that.
Sounds good to me. Inspiration, we already spoke about that one. That's from another one, so we won't even bring that one up. Vans, still on Vans. How has that been on them? Obviously a big skate snow company, big illustrious team. You feel special being on someone like that?
For sure. I mean, being on Vans feels really cool. They got really good product. Love their boots instantly. It just fits. They got some really solid liners and a heavy pack of team. So there's been Benny Urban's been the new team manager now, so that's pretty cool. He's going to be taking care of the team and being a global rider as well. So I'm looking forward to getting more into that and tapping into some of his knowledge as well. He's the fucking street legend. He knows so much.
With that sort of shit in
there. For sure. And Vans is, I mean, I couldn't have a better boot sponsor than that. So many good riders to connect with for sure.
So giving me some boots too, so thanks Vans for that.
So now focusing more on filming as well. Those to have that connection and to be with them is going to be really good.
Yep, cool. All right, we'll wrap this up. Fridge, anything you want to tell the people that you're, any plans for the rest of the year, or what's next for Fridge?
Heading over to New Zealand for popping through some shops, heading up Cardrona, gonna ride a little over there, maybe do some mountain biking, some surfing, some golfing, just taking this down under holiday kind of snowboard tour.
Cool.
That's gonna be really cool. And then if anyone in Australia wanna hit me up and shoot me a text, please do so.
You heard it.
Yeah, I'd love to get some more friends over here and come back more often for sure.
Someone
Maybe get a longer stay next time. Yeah, take me surfing, take me golfing, take me mountain biking, skating.
Yep, there we go.
Lifestyle, it's gonna be good.
The invite's there, someone hit him up.
Yeah.
All right.
And if there's some cute Australian girls as well, I'm down.
There you go. Ladies, you heard it. You heard it here.
I want a green card.
Yeah.
So.
Righto. Well, that's it. Backbone Snow with Fridge. Episode 1. Boom.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you, man.